Welcome or welcome back to WatchAdvisor on YouTube. It's Alexander speaking, your host, and on your screen you do have the new ROLEX Explorer II. So this is it. Have a close look and I will present you this watch. It's unfortunately not equipped with a movement. I am at the headquarters today here in Geneva at ROLEX, but the watch is not equipped with a movement because movements are still something they use for watches to sell and not for presentations. But you all know the movement. It's the 3285, the movement that is used in the GMT Master. We know that independently you set the hour hand. When you pull out the crown in the second position, you can set the second zone time indication, the orange hand and the hour hand simultaneously. So you set it and then you readjust in the first position the hour hand, and then you have indicated, for instance, 10 o'clock is your home time. And then you can, when you travel, just unscrew the crown, you open the crown, and then you pull, you turn, and the hour hand will jump in 1 hour steps. So the movement will not stop, of course, and this is what this makes the system so particularly interesting for travelers, because once you are wearing a Rolex, you know, of course, that these watches are precise to -2 + 2 seconds. And so if you would stop the movement when you set your local time, this will make absolutely no sense, but it is highly likable that the watch is more accurate than the information you will get from any exterior source.
Subscribe and hit the bell to get our latest notifications. Fasten your seatbelt for something new. We offer you the chance to win a priceless experience. New subscribers with an activated notification can win a watch manufacturer trip to Switzerland. Together with our partner Fontobel, we give away 10 all-inclusive trips worth a total of 50,000 Swiss francs. More details on WatchAdvisor.com. Furthermore, register there to double your chances to win. See you soon in Switzerland.
So let me continue. 42 millimeters. 42 millimeters. The thickness of the watch is 12 millimeters. You have the Rolex crown protection as always. We have a lock-to-lock distance of 50 millimeters. This makes it very, very good to wear on a wrist. I have a 17 centimeter wrist, and you will see that the watch looks really good on the wrist. So now come some informations. I go back on the dial. The hour markers are made out of 18 karat gold, and they have now a matte finish. And the hour hand and the minute hand do have a black lacquer, and they had a coating before and with a matte finish. That's new. So it's really building an extreme high contrast, and the readability or the possibility to read time from this style is simply amazing. Matte, no reflections. And talking about matte, the entire watch is matte. So I will turn it a little bit in the camera. We come now to the clasp with the Rolex crown. Of course, there we do find an easy link, 5 millimeters to adjust. And if you're asking yourself now, the size here, yes, I have it for you, 22 millimeters, and it tapers and it gets to 17 millimeters. So that's the new, you see it now, 22 on top, 17 now at the clasp, so that's new now. And the 42 millimeter case has been redesigned, and the profile now is highlighted by light reflections and on the case sides. So the case sides have been redone, and they bring some really amazing look. I'm turning it in the light, and it really brings some new optical effects with that broader oyster bracelet. This is of course still the Explorer II. No doubt the orange hand for the indication of the second zone time. Still on a stainless steel bezel. I'm very happy that they stayed loyal to stainless steel, and that with this particular model, the Explorer, they didn't put on a ceramic bezel. I think the watch would look too extreme. The readability is the visibility of the 24-hour indication on the bezel is simply perfect. And steel in steel is the best you can do, no doubt. Crown protection, I said already. The sapphire crystal has no anti-reflective treatment, you see clearly on the outside, but the cyclop, the magnifying glass, has an anti-reflective treatment on both sides. That's a particularity you should know. So no treatment here, you clearly see, but treatment on the inner side. This is how Rolex sets the thing, because they say since today there is no anti-reflective treatment available that would probably not scratch, and they simply don't want it, so they don't apply some. And they have a sapphire crystal that does not scratch, and until the industry doesn't offer a particular non-scratching treatment, they won't apply it. That's how it is. So the indexes and the hands are filled with an optimized chromalite, a chromalite that will really stay very, very long time, very visible. That's no superluminova, that's a chromalite is something that Rolex has developed and manufactures, and that's a particularity also, and it's unique. It's, that's Rolex. So let me now show you the watch. I told you, the entire surface besides the flanks is matte finish, the bracelet. Here you have the clasp with that double security. You need to open it first and then you can open, that's the folding clasp. And the EasyLink system integrated. If you want to do some fine adjustments when you wear the watch, you can adjust the length in 5 millimeters here. That's possible. Voila. I'll close again. Click. You hear a solid click, mechanical solid click, haptic response coming also when you close the security. Then you know it's closed. And also you have polished flanks. But the rest from this side, matte finish, of course. Let's show this effect here. Profile is highlighted by the light reflections on the case sides. See? The 3285, as you know it from the GMT Master, it is first checked by COSC and then is, of course, the precision is -2 + 2 and not, as COSC says, -4 + 6. So it's really almost like a quartz watch, -2 + 2 seconds per day. If you take 86,400 seconds per day, and if you divide that, you come to a precision of something like 99.99999%. So it's really, it couldn't be more accurate. And then, of course, when the entire watch is assembled, Rolex does the internal testing, and this is a tough testing. The watches are tested as completely assembled watches, and then it is entitled to be a superlative chronometer, and it's, as always, noted on the dial. You have the chronology escapement, so everything you want to have on such a watch. 70 hours of power reserve. Yeah, that's what you deserve or what you get.
Are you interested in the Swiss watch industry? Check out Vontobel's latest Swiss watch industry outlook on vontobel.com/watches.
The new Explorer II is sold for 8,100 Swiss francs, including taxes. And yes, you all know me out there. Please never ever pay any cent more than the appropriate amount of money that is asked in your country. The official price, Rolex price, is 8,100 Swiss francs. And this is what Rolex thinks the watch should be sold. So please, do me a favor. Don't pay an overprice for such a watch. Wait a while, you will get your watch. But paying overprice means supplying a parallel and gray market that is not supposed to be supplied. I have to say this because it really makes me angry when I see these developments. 8,100, that's the official price, and that's it. Voila, nothing to add. And if Rolex would want to sell the watch for 15,000, they would do it, but they don't. The price is 8,100. Okay, let me also, of course, show you that there is no see-through case bottom. For you knowing the brand, it's nothing new, but some maybe watching the video say, can I see the movement? No, you can't. It's not possible. Very nice. I love it. This is one of my favorite models, I have to say. I was expecting, I hoped that they will not touch the bezel and put the ceramic bezel, I said before. I love this look, this matte polished bezel with that 24-hour indication, that orange hand, now with those beautiful hour markers, matte finish, the black lacquer on the hour and minute hands also with a matte finish. The contrast is so extreme. This is a watch that really offers incredible readability, and yeah, nice. And now we will also offer you a wrist shot. So the new Explorer II on my wrist, 42 millimeters. We have a thickness of 12 millimeter, as I said before, and a lug-to-lug of 50 millimeter. And that bracelet is of course not being adjusted to my 17 centimeter wrist. That's always the risk we have. So I showed you from this side, so you could imagine how it looks like. It's tapering. I told you before, 22 to 17. And I will slowly go back by the help of my second hand. And you see that's how the watch looks like on the wrist. Beautiful readability, excellent. These matte surfaces of the indexes and the hands, they really deliver a almost unbeatable, I would even say unbeatable readability of the time. So it couldn't be better. I will quickly once again show you this tapering. You have 22 here down to 17, so you can see that in that newly developed folding clasp with that security that has been developed especially for this new Explorer. You can see it from this side. Perfect watch. With the lug-to-lug distance of 50 millimeters, at least on my 17 centimeters. There are lots of measurements I'm giving you. 17 centimeters my wrist. And in my honest, or my humble, let's say humble opinion, sits perfectly. So it's a watch you can wear with a wrist I have. It really looks perfect. See here from this side, if I turn it a little bit and it come back into the camera, it's really perfect. Wow. So thank you very much for watching the video about the new Explorer II. More I look at it, I fall in love with it. That's really a watch, I would say, that is reflecting that, yeah, spirit of Rolex 100%, if you imagine all the history behind, and yeah, the perfect tool watch, a perfect travel watch. Cool watch, yeah. Very, very, very indeed. Thanks for watching. Your comments are welcome. Don't hesitate to ask me questions. If I can answer them, I will, of course. And yeah, your comments are welcome on the comment section. And yeah, stay tuned to much more to come here on WatchAdvisor on YouTube. Bye-bye for now.
Hey, have you packed your luggage? If not, do so. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. You will get the chance to win your exclusive trip to Switzerland.